Well, so I want to give us some facts about our marriage. We've been married 13 years, and we've been together 13 years. So actually, we when we met, we actually didn't meet. We talked on the phone for about 3 weeks. Then after 3 weeks, we scheduled a date. And I remember it was a Sunday. It was like 6:30 in the evening. I was there on time. We keep arguing that I was late, but I was there on time. I just had to refocus myself on, meeting this new person. So, but that date was a great date. It lasted about 19 hours, literally. And then about 10 days after that date, I proposed to her. I believe God said, "This is your wife." And plus, she didn't want to let me go back home.
Oh,
So I
okay.
so 10 days later after that we got engaged, and then 6 months later we were married, and it was a beautiful, beautiful
Yes, that's how it happened somewhat.
wedding.
I say I couldn't get rid of him, but it's been a great marriage. We've had our trials, we've had our ups and downs, and we know that God has called us to the ministry of marriage just by some of the things that we have had to endure, some of the attacks that we have had to endure. We have had to endure trying to blend a family or me coming into a relationship where there's already a child. And then we've had to endure dealing with in law issues where one family doesn't particularly care for me, or my family loves you, though. My family loves you. We had to overcome financial hardships where we were homeless for a period of time. We've had to overcome dealing with some spiritual issues where we learned that I was there was a witchcraft curse that was spoken over me. So we had to deal with some of those things, some health issues. Then we later learned that I was diagnosed as infertile, and we were told we would never have a child together, which is a whole different show. We had to deal with emotional infidelity. We've had to deal with us bumping heads, both as leaders, because both of us are leaders. And so we've had to deal with and overcome that barrier. We've had to overcome just kind of being even in some competition against each other, not even knowing that we were competing against one another. And then we had to overcome being under corrupt church leadership and how
Yes.
that put a strain
Yeah.
on our marriage. And just there's been a slew of things that we have had to overcome, things that tried to keep us torn apart and tried to keep us separated. And in all of that, we believe that God was really showing us how to stay connected, how to make sure that our marriage stayed first and foremost in our lives. And we also believe that God put us together.